Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow!
Hey, 40's Mike. Here we go.
Hey, rip list!
Check three!
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
There we go.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Yellow! Arms up, blue, lady!
Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey, rip list!
It's just me and you. Check. Fresno. 40's Mike.
You ain't got nothing! Easy!
Shift!
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Hey, 57 color!
Got it. Alert flare.
Yellow!
Flare.
Yellow!
Foxtrot.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
4 down, even.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 24.
Hey, give me radar!
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
17's Mike 17. Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, 22!
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First down, Chiefs.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
15.
I'm coming.
Hey, go going.
24, watch the
Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And going deep for Hill. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's going to be a long day.
15.
Oh, 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Defense wins championships, baby.
Check Mike, 40.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Cut. Watch the twist.
3 right, 22.
From the end zone, Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Kill.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Set. 280. 53. Ready.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Red 80.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And middle.
No, off. Watch the edge.
Big 20.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to left. And got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Let's go.
Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Check.
Alert.
Lucky. Check.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Oh, a nice spin. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Looking deep now for Amendola. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the pass. Check your hot read.
Stafford. Flushed out right. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better than the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Rick,
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
43! 43!
Jam!
Yellow!
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on third. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Mike 40,
so
Mike
how about
40.
that for a chain
So
mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
4 down. Rush in.
15!
SOS.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
No chance. Shift. Bang.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yellow!
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 37. Check 30.
Yellow!
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, 70!
Switch.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Stafford. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week, it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
15.
Out. Kill.
Fight on these two.
Turn it up.
Right side.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Twist.
Hey, Sunday on Sunday.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to air one out.
Here we go.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Scene 6.
Right here, guys. Fight. 51.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and get loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores of the games going on here around the NFL. Well, the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Don't be mad.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready. Waiting.
Check Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On first down, it's Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Well, they had some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 43.
To throw is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Here we
the
go.
Lions
Here we
now
go.
going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this is a 43-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we have reached half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's go, baby.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tighten up.
From the 39, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yellow 80!
It's a party now.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, 50.
Slam. Showing 8.
Hurry.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 5-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Watch out.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Baby.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in the game. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes caught left side. Williams. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the
Yellow.
quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, we talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They still playing.
Yellow.
Y'all playing.
From the 22, Mahomes.
Kill.
And a big loss
Kill.
here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some
40's
space.
the mic. Squeeze. Watch QB jump. Zoom, fellas. Let's go. 40's mic. Drop deep. Check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got his man. That's Hardman. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Yellow.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
The Delta. Mike 51. Hey,
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
He goes, set! Blue 60!
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
White.
Safety's creeping. He's checking.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
I know you feel that.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Deuce. Shift. Check.
Hey, 5-0!
Hot.
From his own goal line, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Mike 40.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And here we go again.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
Check 26. Check.
15.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throw left side, take it in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Yellow.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight end right.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
15, yellow. Yellow.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Attack, attack.
Kill.
Attack, attack.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
I got him, man. I got him. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Hey, check.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the
On 2nd down, Williams.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
I don't think you got it, son. Alpha. Mike 51. Mike.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
Hey, watch.
Easy, alert.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Stafford on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
You don't know no better.
Safe. Joker.
Like 7.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check.
Omaha, ready to move.
Watch twist.
Hey, Red.
Tight dog.
Throwing is Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Stafford to Jones. Enough for a Lion 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
Check 9, 0.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed
Mighty.
allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Shit!
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Go!
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Double right.
Check 31. Check 31.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Hey,
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Twist. Sponge. No. Check
Alert!
Check 99.
Here's Stafford. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard
Let's go.
line.
Let's do it.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal
Hey,
now.
watch the lane. Check 52.
Check the backer, check the backer.
50. Look behind.
Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Yellow, go gun.
Come off the ball hard. Check Mike.
15.
Check.
15, yellow.
Check, save.
Here we go.
To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man. And complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Yellow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Let's get off.
Hey, rip list.
Let's get off the field, D. Check. Fresno.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
I'm going to run you over.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, here I come.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devon Kennard in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.